Next, we're now going to go through your deep neck flexors in a prone position. So you'll have warmed up by doing the deep neck flexor engagement in supine, and then we'll move over into a prone position where we'll roll over onto your tummy. So Nicole, just rolling straight over. You're going to pop your forehead down into your cushion or folded towel if you've got a folded towel at home. Arms can go a little bit wider than the mat, so take them out. So we've got a nice W shape here. So hands are at shoulder height, elbows are down towards your waist. So we've not got any funky positions with the shoulders. And from here, we're just going to relax the chest onto the mat as much as possible. To start with, we're going to take our lower back out of the equation. So you're going to tuck your tailbone under. So you'll push the pubic bone down, engage through the glutes, engage the abdominals. Imagine you're trying to put a little drawing pin underneath your belly button. You're lifting away from the drawing pin here as we do this. And then resting here, keeping that nice length into the lower back. We're now just going to nod the chin down in the same way that we did when we were in supine. We lengthen through the back of the neck, and then you're going to float the weight of the head up off the cushion. And then very slowly we'll lower back down, and then we'll continue with this one. Now what we're looking for is that the chest stays down, so we're not lifting the chest to lift the head up. So we nod the chin down, we lengthen through the back of the neck, you tighten, that's it, through the deep neck flexors, and now float the head up. You'll feel a bit double chin with this exercise. That's it, and then we lower back down. So we're really making sure that the movement's coming from the neck, lifting, so tucking and lifting, and then lowering. Now at the same time, we check the collarbones haven't lifted, and then we're also going to think about our lower back. So you'll tuck the tailbone under, lengthen the lower back, keep the abdominals engaged, and now as you lift through the back of the head, make sure we're not tightening these muscles into your lower back. So you want to make sure you don't feel your lower back doing the lift for you. The core is engaged, and then deep neck flexors are helping with the lift. So this is your level 1. This is the starting point here. We'll then take it on a notch. This is going more towards a modified swan, where we'll go halfway up through a swan curve. So from here, we keep the engagement here. I always imagine that you've got little springs resting from your rib to your hip, and you want to think of tightening those springs at the front. So not only are your lower abdominal muscles working, the upper abdominal muscles are pulling down as well. So you'll float the head up in the same way. We keep the long lower back position. The head lifts. Now hold the lift of the head. So we're going to float up. Now we're going to press down into the hands, push the elbows into the floor, and slowly take the collarbones up. We're going to try and get the curve all the way through the upper back, keeping the lower back out of the equation. So we're still lifting the abdominals. That's it. And then we release and roll all the way down one vertebrae at a time. That's it. So we're trying to get this lovely swan-like neck shape, but coming just through the upper back up to about bra strap area, so up to that mid back region. So we're going to push down into the arms, lift the collarbones as high as you can. Really use the arms to help you squeeze the shoulder blades away from the ears. And then we float back down again, and we elongate between every segment. That's it, good. And you're checking now as well here, we're looking at the neck. So we've got those deep neck flexors engaged, so we've nodded the chin in, we've lengthened the back of the neck. So as you float up now here with this one, yes, you keep that length there. So you're lifting away from the floor as high as you can, but we're not shortening the back of the neck by lifting the nose forwards. We keep the nose drop down. That's it, and then release all the way back through. And while we're here, we'll go all the way up to full swan now. So you're going to keep the abdominals engaged, but we're going to work the curve the whole way through the back. So when you're ready, you'll float the head up, deep neck flexors engaged, lift as high as you can, open the collarbones. So we're now going to curve all the way through the whole spine, that's it, including the lower back, but the abdominals are engaged to help us control it so we don't collapse into the lower back. Armpits stay pushing down to the floor. We lift the chest, open the collarbones, lift the sternum towards the sky. Lovely. And you'll see Nicole's got this lovely neck alignment here. If we overdo it, what will happen is we'll lift the nose up and we'll shorten the curvature in the neck. So we tuck the chin in, but we lift the head as high as we can through the crown of the head, so we get that lovely length, and you want equal curve as much as you can. We'll always have a bit more curve in our lower back, because that's where we tend to bend from with this. So we're going to keep the abs lifted, pubic bone pushed down, and then when you're ready, bend from the elbows, keep this curve through the spine, pop the elbows back down to the mat, as if we're doing a bit of a tricep dip, that's it. Keep this curvature, keep going down with the elbows, and then we elongate all the way back down. So you can work through from just lifting the head, lifting the chest, and then lifting the full spine, making sure we've got deep neck flexor engagement. We're working on those postural muscles through the neck, and also that we don't collapse into the lower back as we do this one.